Did you know that the average car owner spends over $3,000 on engine damage caused by cold starts? The shocking part is that up to 80% of this damage is completely preventable. Most mechanics won't tell you this because they profit from fixing it. But today, I'm going to reveal 6 cold start secrets that could save your engine from thousands in repair bills. Stick around, because at the end, I'll share crucial techniques that every car owner should follow during those first few minutes after starting a cold engine. This video is brought to you by Europremiumparts, your trusted source for high-quality aftermarket car parts for Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and Volkswagen. Whether you're looking to upgrade your interior with a Carplay kit, enhance your car's appearance with carbon body panels, or improve driving comfort with a start-stop eliminator module, Europremiumparts offers reliable plug-and-play solutions. Before we dive into these common mistakes, it's important to understand what really happens inside your engine during a cold start. Don't worry, I'll keep this simple. Think of your engine like an athlete. Would you ask an athlete to run a marathon without warming up? Of course not. Your engine is the same. When it's cold, 4 main things happen. First, your engine oil becomes thick, almost like honey in the fridge. At 0 degrees Fahrenheit, your oil moves about 10 times slower than it should, meaning that for the first crucial seconds, parts of your engine are literally running without proper lubrication. Second, your battery becomes weaker in cold weather. It's like trying to run with stiff legs. At 0 degrees Fahrenheit, a battery only has about half of its normal power. That means your starter motor has to work twice as hard with very little energy left. Third, your fuel doesn't atomize properly when it's cold. Atomization is the process of spraying fuel in a fine mist so it burns efficiently. In cold temperatures, fuel behaves more like water balloons than a spray bottle. This poor atomization makes your engine run less efficiently and can cause misfires or sputtering during those first few minutes. Fourth, your engine idles at a higher RPM when it's cold, around 1500 instead of the usual 800. That higher idle helps the engine warm up faster and prevents stalling while everything is still cold and stiff. Here's something that most people don't realize. Metal parts actually shrink when they're cold. That's right. When you start your engine, the parts aren't fitting together perfectly yet. They're literally grinding against each other until they expand to their proper size. Those first 30 seconds to 5 minutes after starting your car are the most vulnerable. And any mistakes during this time can lead to serious damage down the line. Now, before we get to the mistakes, there's one more cold start danger you should know about: your catalytic converter. This expensive piece of your exhaust system is basically useless until it warms up. While your engine is cold, it uses extra fuel to run, what we call running rich. That extra fuel can harm your converter over time. I've seen catalytic converters fail after just a few years because of poor cold start habits. Replacing one can cost anywhere from $800 to $3,000. Let's start with the first mistake I see every day: revving your engine immediately after starting it. Some people love that sound in the morning, but here's what's happening. Remember those cold, contracted metal parts? When you rev the engine, those parts bang against each other. The clicking or tapping sound you hear is called piston slap, and it's basically your engine crying for help. The second mistake is letting your car idle too long to warm up. Modern fuel-injected engines are designed to warm up through light driving, not idling. At idle, the engine isn't working hard enough to reach optimal operating temperature. The extra fuel injected during idling can seep past piston rings and dilute your engine oil. The better approach is simple. Start your car, wait about 30 to 60 seconds for the oil to circulate, and then drive gently, keeping your RPMs under 3,000 for the first few minutes. Gentle driving warms up your engine faster and more evenly than idling ever could. The third mistake is making too many short trips without letting your engine reach full operating temperature. When an engine runs fully warmed up, around 195 to 220 degrees Fahrenheit, moisture from combustion exits through the exhaust. During short trips, this moisture stays trapped in your oil, crankcase, and exhaust system. In cold weather, it combines with combustion byproducts to form acids that literally eat away at your engine internals over time. Mistake number 4 is using the wrong oil viscosity. In cold weather, oil that's too thick behaves like trying to pour maple syrup through a straw. Your engine needs proper lubrication immediately at startup, and thick oil prevents that. Using the correct oil is one of the simplest ways to protect your engine during winter. The fifth mistake is about turbocharged engines and how you shut them down. Turbos spin up to 200,000 RPM and reach temperatures over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. When you shut off your engine immediately after spirited driving, the oil flow stops instantly, but the turbo is still spinning and hot. The trapped oil begins to cook, forming carbon deposits on the bearings and shaft. During the next cold start, that carbon acts like sandpaper, damaging precision components. The solution is simple. After highway driving or heavy acceleration, let your engine idle for 30 to 60 seconds. This keeps oil flowing and allows the turbo to slow down safely. Mistake number 6 is something that are affecting automatic transmissions. These transmissions rely on hydraulic fluid flowing through tiny passages to operate properly. In cold weather, that fluid becomes thick. If you immediately shift into drive and take off, your clutch packs don't receive proper hydraulic pressure, causing harsh engagement or even slipping. In extreme cold, rubber seals shrink, allowing fluid to bypass where it's needed, potentially causing complete loss of gear engagement. There are a few more cold start details that make a difference. Cranking your heater to full blast right after starting the engine can slow warm-up. The heater core pulls heat from the engine's coolant. For the first 5 minutes, it's better to keep the heater off or on low so the engine reaches optimal temperature quickly. Diesel engines are different beasts. They rely on glow plugs, which need extra time to warm the engine before driving. And when temperatures drop below -38 Fahrenheit, a block heater isn't just helpful, it's essential. A block heater keeps your engine coolant and oil warm, making startup safer and reducing stress on the battery and starter. Finally, fuel quality matters more than most people realize. Cheap gas stations may offer fuel without proper winter additives. In extreme cold, low-quality fuel can begin to freeze in your lines. That's why it's always safer to stick with major brand gas stations during winter. So, what should you do in the first few minutes after a cold start? For modern fuel-injected engines, start your engine. Wait 30 to 60 seconds for oil circulation, and then drive gently, keeping RPMs low for 5 to 10 minutes. Avoid revving, don't blast the heater, and give turbocharged engines and automatic transmissions time to adjust. For diesels, give glow plugs a little extra time. In extreme cold, use a block heater. Winter maintenance also makes a huge difference. Check your coolant freeze point, get your battery load tested, inspect your fuel system, and make sure your oil viscosity is suitable for cold temperatures. These simple steps protect your engine and prevent thousands of dollars in repair bills. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button. Share your own cold start experiences in the comments. I love hearing from you, and I try to answer as many questions as I can. Take care of your car during those cold starts, and it will take care of you for years to come.